On behalf of the members of the Joliet Fire Department, we understand that the process to obtain your COVID vaccine has been somewhat confusing. We would like to take this opportunity to provide a clear, step-by-step instruction guide to help you successfully register for your COVID vaccine. Please understand that these are unprecedented times, and we ask for your patience as we try to move through the vaccination process as quickly and efficiently as possible. We hope you find this video helpful, as it is the Joliet Fire Department's primary concern to serve the citizens within the city of Joliet and surrounding communities. We are now going to take you step by step through the process and hopefully answer some of the more frequent questions that we have been asked at our vaccination site. The first step you must take in order to register for your vaccine is to fill out the registration survey through the Will County Health Department. If you do not have access to a computer, a smartphone, email, or the internet, we ask that you find a family member or a neighbor to help you through the process, as it is currently the only way to register. In order to fill out the survey, please go to www.willcountyhealth.org. This will bring you to the primary page for the Will County Health Department. You will also see the Will County Health Department's COVID hotline phone number. This phone number is not for registering for the vaccine. This phone number is solely for obtaining basic information related to COVID. Below the phone number is a link to the survey in both English and Spanish. Here you will click the link that pertains to your language. Once clicked, a new page will open containing the COVID registration form. This form is to register for your vaccine. As you can see, this is for Will County residents only. If you live in another county, please check with that county's respective health department for further information. As you scroll down, the first required information needed is your home address. Please enter it in the box next to the arrow and then click on the correct address under the Will County locator. This portion is just for tracking purposes for Will County. This does not limit you to vaccination sites closest to your home. You will still have the ability to go anywhere within Will County based on the time and date available. Once your address has been entered, you will then scroll down to where it says name, and there you will enter your name. Please do not enter multiple names in this field. Each person must have their own individual registration form filled out. You will then scroll down and select the language in which you speak between English and Spanish. From there, the next field to be filled out is your email. Please be sure to check to make sure that you enter it correctly, as this is one of the ways in which you will be notified when your turn is up to be vaccinated. If you do not have an email, you can use a family member, friend, or neighbor's email so long as they check it frequently and are willing to assist you through the process. Next, you will be entering in your phone number information. First is your cell phone number. Please verify that the number is correct, as this is another way in which you will be notified. You will be notified via text through this option. If and only if you do not have a cell phone, please go ahead and fill out the home phone number portion below the cell phone field. Once you are done filling out your phone number information, please scroll down till you see a green box with the word submit in it. You will now click the submit button, which will bring you to the next portion of the registration form. The next portion of the registration form is your employment information. The first field to be filled out is a yes or no option to if you are currently employed. As you can see, if you click no, an additional field will pop up that must be completed. I am going to fill this out as being employed due to more information being required. You will now need to select your job title or description and the industry or job sector that you work in. Please click the upside down triangle to open up a drop box that will include a variety of options for you to choose from. Please try to pick an option that fits your job descriptions as closely as possible. If no option is available, you can select other. After the job title and description portion, you will then scroll down and answer questions related to working in the healthcare sector. These must be filled out even if they do not apply to you. After filling out those fields, you will then scroll down to the final portion of the registration, which is labeled Other Factors. Here you will select your age information and if you are a resident in a facility that is not a long-term care facility. Next will be if you have any underlying medical conditions that put you in a high-risk category in regard to the complications with COVID. If you are unsure, we ask that you contact your primary physician and follow their guidance and instructions. The next two fields are in regards to if you live in a homeless shelter and if you are attending a college within Will County. After filling out those fields, you will scroll down and select the green Submit button. After hitting Submit, you will then see a screen with a green circle and a white check mark inside. Below that, you will see in both English and Spanish a message notifying you that your information was successfully entered and that you will be contacted to schedule a vaccination appointment when your group is up. These groups have been predetermined and can be found on the Will County Health Department's webpage. The Joliet Fire Department cannot begin to vaccinate people outside of the group that is currently being vaccinated. We will keep you notified via social media on which group is up and where we are within that process. This Step 2 video will take you through the process of what the communication to sign up for the vaccine will look like, as well as a step-by-step guide on how to accurately sign up for your vaccine. This process can be somewhat confusing, so we hope this video will help ease any burden and answer some frequently asked questions along the way. As we stated earlier, the 3 ways in which you will be contacted to schedule your vaccine is via phone call, text, and email. Email and text seem to be the most efficient due to an electronic form having to be filled out. If you are using a family member, neighbor, or friend's email, be sure they are entering your information to sign up. Your email should be coming from the Will County Health Department or possibly the Illinois Department of Public Health, also known as IDPH. Within the email, you will see a link much like the one in the red rectangle box. You will also notice that within the email, there will be a voucher code much like the one in this email circled in red. This code will be required to be entered in order to register for your vaccine. So please either copy the voucher code or write it down on a piece of paper. You will first click on the link, which will bring you to a new page where you will select the day and time you wish to receive your vaccine. In the middle of the page is the month and the year. If you do need to move back or forward a month, please click on either box located here. Below the month and year are the days of the week along with the respective date. Below each day and date, you will see boxes colored in either gray, red, or green. The gray boxes signify that the date has already passed and is no longer available. The red boxes signify that the particular time slot is already fully booked and is no longer available as well. You will want to look for the green boxes, as these are the time slots that are available for that day and that day only. Please remember that this page is live, and if you click on a time slot, it may say that it is no longer available. If that happens, do not worry, just click the back button at the top left-hand corner of the page and select another time slot. After clicking on the time slot that you want, a new page will open showing you the location of your vaccine, your time slot, if you are receiving the first or second dose, and the redeem a voucher field that needs to be filled out. Click in the box that says voucher code and enter the code that was given to you in your email. Once entered, please click on the blue box that says redeem voucher. Once clicked, a new page will appear showing the same information as the previous page, just verifying your location, date, time, and if you're taking your first or second dose of the vaccine. We have had many people think that they are done because they have entered the voucher code. This is in fact incorrect. You must now click on the blue box that says Add to Cart to continue the process. After clicking on the Add to Cart button, you will be brought to a page that says you have successfully added a product to your cart. Once again, you are not done here. You must click the blue box that says Continue. Once you have clicked the blue Continue box, you will be brought to your checkout screen. You will notice that there is a countdown taking place in the top right-hand corner. You will have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to finish this portion. Please do not worry though, as this is plenty of time to complete the rest of the form. Also be assured that even though you are adding a product to the cart and checking out, there is no money needed in order to get your vaccine. The first field on this page that needs to be filled out is your email. Once again, please double check that the email is typed in correctly, as this is a way in which you will be contacted again for your second shot as well as any other confirmation. Next, you will have to check off 3 little boxes. These are the waivers required in order to continue on to get the vaccination. After checking the 3 boxes, you will now enter your name. Remember to only enter your name. Multiple people cannot be entered in this field, as each person must fill out their own form. Next is your date of birth, and please note the correct way to enter this information. From that point, you will now be entering your gender, ethnic background, and ethnic group. The next field is the attendee email, which should already be filled out. If so, please verify that the information is correct. If this field is not filled out, please accurately fill out your email address or the email address that is being used throughout this process. Once filled out and verified, the next fields are your cell phone, address, country, and state. Please make sure that you are entering the same phone number that you have been, as this is another way in which you will be notified for further information. After completing that information, you will then click on the blue box with the word continue inside. After clicking the blue continue box, you will be brought to a page where you will review your order. Here, you will see and verify that your date and time you selected is correct and that all of your personal information is accurate. Please then scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page where you will see a blue box with the words submit registration inside. Once your order has been reviewed by yourself, please click on the Submit Registration button. The next page that opens up is your confirmation page that shows that you are confirmed and that your order has been processed successfully. At this point, you are almost done. You will now need to click on the blue button that says Download Ticket, which is a PDF file. Once clicking on the Download Ticket button, the PDF file of your registration and QR code will pull up. Please print this off and bring it with you along with your driver's license and a work ID if applicable. If you do not have a printer or have access to one, you can take a picture of your computer screen with your phone, or if you are currently using your phone to sign up, either take a screenshot of the screen with the QR code or save the page that has the QR code and you can bring your phone in. For those who do not know what a QR code is, it is the pixelated image within the red circle. On this piece of paper, you will also see your vaccination site, date, and time. Please do not show up early for your day. You are guaranteed to have your shot waiting for you, so please arrive at the time showing on this paper. We fully understand that this process can be daunting for some, and we hope this will help ease any worries some might have. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us via our social media outlets, and we will try to answer them in a timely fashion. We thank you again for all of your patience and your continued support through this process. The final step of this process after registering and signing up for the vaccine will be to head out to our vaccination site at the Joliet West High School. We are proud to have the opportunity to help run a vaccination site working along the great staff of the Joliet Township High School, Amita St. Jove Hospital, Silver Cross Hospital, Silver Cross EMS, numerous school nurses, and of course Will County. Collectively, we have vaccinated over 10,000 citizens, and we wanted to take you step by step through our process so that you knew what to expect once you arrive. The address to Joliet West High School is 401 North Larkin. However, this address will bring you to the wrong door on the school property. You will want to enter the school property off of Glenwood Avenue, closest to the tennis courts. Once you turn into the parking lot, please drive down past the stop sign and go ahead and find a parking spot. Once parked, you will then enter door number 14, which will lead you into the vestibule of the field house. Once inside, you will be greeted by Joliet Fire Department staff at the check-in table. There, your temperature will be taken. You'll be asked a variety of questions such as if you're allergic to any medication, allergic to any past vaccinations, and etc. As stated in earlier videos, if you are allergic to any medication or have had adverse reactions to previous vaccinations, please consult with your primary physician to help answer any of those medical questions related to COVID. After checking in, you will then enter through the doors and get in line for the registration table. For those of you who are handicapped or have troubles walking, we will have a designated area just to the right of the registration line for you. Please let a Joliet firefighter know your concerns and we will help you to that area. In that area, you will be registered, vaccinated, and monitored so that you do not have to worry about walking through the clinic. While in line, please have your paperwork with the QR code out and ready, along with your driver's license and any work ID that might be required. Once you are registered, you will then be directed to another Joliet firefighter who will either have you sit in a chair and wait your turn or direct you to a numbered station where you will receive your vaccination. You will then walk to that vaccination station where you will be greeted by more Joliet firefighters and nursing staff. You will then give them your paperwork and they will continue to check you in and update your information. They will go over the process, verify what vaccine you will be receiving, and ask if you have any additional questions. Once you have received your vaccine, you will then be directed to walk across the field house and have a seat in any open chair. This is where you will sit for 15 minutes and self-monitor yourself. Once after your 15 minutes are up, if you feel fine, you are free to go. As you walk out, you will be greeted one last time by a Joliet firefighter at a checkout station. You will hand them all of your paperwork, and once completed, you will then exit out of the double doors directly behind the table, which exits out to the parking lot in which you parked. We know you have heard us say this many times, but we are beyond grateful to volunteer time in order to vaccinate the citizens of the city of Joliet and surrounding communities. This could not be accomplished on our own and is absolutely a group effort with other staffers from local organizations. The support you have shown us has been nothing short of amazing. We are dedicated to serving this great community, and we look forward to bringing some well-needed normalcy into everyone's lives. Thank you again, and take care.